Our world is saturated with ideas about love, yet genuine love feels increasingly absent. We chase a phantom, shaped by fairy tales and media, only to find cynicism and disappointment. The core issue isn't that love is rare, but that our fundamental understanding of it is flawed. We mistake it for a passive feeling, a bolt of lightning, or a commodity to be received. This book proposes a radical shift. Love is not merely a noun, but a verb. It is the conscious, active nurturing of spiritual growth, in ourselves, in our partners, in our friends, and in our communities. By embracing this definition, we move beyond fleeting emotions to build a foundation for relationships that are truly sustaining and transformative. The journey begins by dismantling the dangerous myth that love and hurt can coexist. From childhood, many learn that punishment and harsh words can be delivered out of love, creating adults who accept mistreatment from those who claim to care for them. To correct this, we must see love as action. When love is understood as the active cultivation of growth, abuse and neglect can no longer be disguised as affection. This clarity empowers us to seek and offer behaviors that genuinely nurture, setting a new standard for all our interactions. Our culture, however, erects significant barriers to this authentic love. A patriarchal system often teaches men to use dishonesty to maintain dominance and avoid vulnerability, while it teaches women to use deception to secure affection or resources. This epidemic of lying destroys the trust essential for real connection. Furthermore, a materialistic society obsessed with consumption and instant gratification trains us to treat people as disposable objects meant to satisfy our immediate needs. We shop for partners, discarding them when they become inconvenient, a mindset utterly incompatible with the patience and commitment love requires. Choosing a simpler, more intentional life, one focused on sharing and compassion over accumulation, creates the fertile ground where love can take root. Before we can extend love outward, we must turn inward. Self-love is not vanity or selfishness, it is the necessary foundation. It requires honestly confronting our ingrained insecurities and practicing consistent self-care. This internal work is deeply connected to spirituality, not necessarily in a religious sense, but as a recognition of a loving force that connects all beings. Honoring this connection means aligning our actions with our values, even when it is difficult. It calls for the courage to challenge unjust systems, like patriarchy, from which we might personally benefit, understanding that a loving world cannot be built on the oppression of others. We learn the grammar of love within community. The modern emphasis on the isolated nuclear family often leaves individuals, especially mothers and children, overburdened and vulnerable. By revitalizing our connections with extended family and chosen kin, we create a wider safety net of care and accountability. These communities, and deep friendships, become our first classrooms. Within them, we practice respect, navigate conflict, and experience the enduring bond that comes from working through difficulties. These relationships model the mutual give and take that is love's engine, teaching us that care is a sustained practice, not a temporary state of feeling. At the heart of love is mutual growth, fueled by generosity, honest communication, and the abandonment of restrictive scripts. Too often, we enter relationships focused solely on what we will receive, overlooking the joy and responsibility of giving. Love flourishes when both partners are committed to generously meeting each other's needs for time, attention, and care. This is frequently hindered by rigid gender roles that dictate how men and women should behave, stifling genuine exchange and growth. Moving beyond these roles to embrace partnership based on conscious choice, not societal expectation, is liberating. It allows love to become a dynamic space where both individuals are supported in becoming their fullest selves. By reimagining love as this daily, deliberate practice of nurture and truth, we can transform not only our personal relationships but also the very fabric of our society.